So today I will explain about 5 ways of segment code, and shape an A-shape pattern that shows how annual plant like rice, peas, grain dry, wheat, seed to senescence. The purpose of this presentation is to answer the central question: why does a plant rate change dramatically during its life? We will look about the segment growth curve, which plots dry weight against time, and I will walk through each of the 5 phases: like exponential, linear, declining, and negative. For each phase, I will not only explain what happens, but why it happens, connecting the shape curve to real plant physiology, like photosynthesis, expiration, and leaf canopy development. Now, before we dive into each phases, I will explain to you about how scientists obtain this growth curve. This method called serial harvest. Plants are grown under controlled condition and regular intervals. For example, every week the plant been harvested and they are dried in 80 Celsius in 48 hours. Then the scientists measured the dry weight. Those dry weight then plotted against time. This graph shows the result, a typical sigmoid curve. The x-axis is the time and the y-axis is the weight in grams. Now move on to the next slide, which are curve overview. In this curve overview, you can see an S-shape and 5 phases that are level. This table summarizes of each the phase, which are late, has a very slow slope, which are very slow growth. And the exponential has an increasing accelerate, which they have increasing slope. Growth accelerate, and the third one are linear, has a constant slope, which have a steady growth. And the declining has a decreasing slope. That means growth slope will be slow. And the negative has a negative slope, which are the plant loses dry weight. Now let's go through each of these phases in detail, focusing physiology and behind the shape. So we go through on the next slide, which are phase 1 until 3, which are late, exponential, and linear. So the first phase are late phase. The dry weight increase very slow. That slope is most flat. Why this happens? Just after germination, the young plant still relies on food that have been stored in the roots or in the seeds, and that means the photosynthesis is very slow. Think of a pea, the seedling just emerging from the soil, and it grows slowly at first. Now move on to the phase 2, which are the exponential phase. That is where the plant takes off. Mostly of this phase, dry weight increase at an increasing rate. The curve bend upward. Why this happen? Because the leaf canopy expand rapidly, that make new leaves emerge and grow quickly. This means when leaf grow, there are more sunlight that will be captured, and the photosynthesis will begin and make more food for the support for the growth of this plant. And the plant build both photosynthetic tissue, leaves, and non-photosynthetic tissue like roots and stem. Now for the phase 3 is the linear phase. The slope become constant, a straight line. The dry weight increase at the same time, rate for each week. And why does the slope have a constant line or constant slope? Because it is accelerating. First, the plant now invests a lot of energy into structural tissue, which do not photosynthesize. And the second are respiration. The process of respiration, burning sugar for energy. This increase as the plant gets larger. So even though photosynthesis is still high, the net gain becomes steady. That's why it have a linear slope. So for the phase 4 is the declining phase, where the dry rate still increase, but slowly, and the slope is gradually decreased towards zero. Why? Because these have two main problems. The first one, the plant now have a large proportion of non-photosynthetic tissue that are stem and support fibers compared to leaves. The second one, the most important, that mutual shading occurs when the upper leaves, which are the canopy, intercept most of the sunlight, and this will affect the middle and the lower leaves. The middle and the lower leaf will receive low sunlight, means they cannot make photosynthesis and make food for the bigger plant. So this will take significantly for the plant growth. Finally, the phase 5, which are the negative phase. In this phase, the curve we will see the curve slowly decreasing or slowly goes down towards zero, which are the dry weight decreases over time. Why this is happen? Because the plant is sensing, means growing old. The new leaves cannot the new leaves production stop entirely, and the existing leaves grow old, means the photosynthetic process rate is declining or downward, but respiration and continues and often increasing. The plant moves nutrient from leaves to seed to stem and to roots. Eventually, the plant uses more dry weight throughout this respiration that it gains through photosynthesis. For an annual plant, this means the plant mark the end of their life cycle. So we have been go through all the 5 phases of the segment curves, which the curve are significantly affected by the change of photosynthesis, respiration, and the canopy structure for the plants itself. So for my future recommendation for the researcher, I think study how climate change then alters the duration of each phases. And for the farmers, I think applying irrigation and fertilizing during the exponential part and linear phases for maximum yield. And for the breeders, select various with a longer exponential and linear phases for higher productivity. That's all from me. Thank you for watching this video.